Yo, what's up guys? My name is Wang and we are back with the final guide on how Cypher carried me to Diamond, and today we are going to be focusing on Haven. Again, I just want to say a huge thanks to all of you that have been so supportive and receptive to this series and for liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. Even if this video only helps one of you improve your game, it would still be worth it for me to have spent the time putting this together. Without any further ado, let's get into it. As you well know, Haven is a map with 3 sites, and I'm only going to show you techniques to hold A and C consistently. If you're playing A or C and B is taken, it really comes down to how well you can retake the site. Starting off, let's take a look at A site. On A site, my default is to put a trap in front of short and one more passively at long. Sometimes I'll play the short trap more passively as well to stay in line with long. Because I usually contest long, I play my camera to look into short. When I contest long, I usually use an op, but also do well with the Vandal too. After an initial peek, if the opponent crosses into short, I'll make my way up into heaven in the hopes that I can catch my opponent stuck in one of my trap wires, and a lot of the time, even though heaven gets smoked off, I can get the kill through the smoke because the trap reveals their position. Here are some of the other traps I use to keep myself unpredictable. If my opponent is pushing up short more often, I double down on my traps at short to slow them down. I also place a camera under heaven on occasion as well. When attacking A site, I like to put a trap on our flank to ensure no one can rotate behind from C or window. When pushing, I almost always cage long and then another cage to get the cubby position if my team isn't using smokes or flashes effectively. If your team is using their utility to take the site, then you can use your cages to cut off popular sightlines when making your push. C site is kind of a mixed bag between holding garage and C. Typically, you will have a teammate holding garage with you and you can help augment them by leaving a trap in the crossing. I also usually play a trap on C long until my opponent starts predicting it. I place cages on top of the traps to ensure that I can slow the push if they come either way. I usually play back of the site on the box and react accordingly as I gather info during the round. If we have a hard time with garage pushes, I play these 2 traps with the camera at the top of garage so I can see into middle, and then I play cages on top of both. The nice thing about this wire is that you can see them if they trip it, but you can cage up around it so that they can't see you. The camera in garage can also help you time when to peek this. Sometimes if my opponent is getting comfortable pushing C long, I try this double trap setup and place a one-way cage inside the horn on the right side. The downside is that you're stuck on the right side of C unless you save a cage to help cross over after your initial peek. This hold works well with an Ares if you're on a budget as well. Honestly guys, for pushing C and B, always coordinate with your team how they want to execute and use your cages to block off popular spots where they could be camping. A lot of players don't use their cages enough on attack, so I highly encourage you to use them liberally and always max them out on attack. I hope I was able to teach you at least one new thing about how to play Cypher on Haven, and if I did, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and as always, Wang out.